Hey guys, how are you all? Hope so you all are doing well. So let's start the story without any further conversation. Jimin is knocking on the door continuously. Yoongi is smiling to see him. He sits on the chair and watching him. Jimin is so and he don't know what he do. He turn and see Yoongi who sits there peacefully. Jimin, sir, see what happened. Who do this? Now what we do? Yoongi, I am saying you are trying best to get out of here. So you keep trying. Maybe you successful. Jimin, sir, we here and you are joking with me. Yoongi, and who said it's joke? Or I am kidding with you, huh? Keep it up. You are doing well. You are doing well. Jimin sighed. He again started to knock on the door. Jimin, I think everyone go. No one is here. He said and he placed his bag on the table. He go and start to check his mobile as also. Yoongi, no one is in the here in university. Jimin, your phone, he said in low voice. Said in low voice, he's on the edge of like this. Start to how. Yoongi, my phone. Wait. He check his mobile and think something. He off his mobile. Yoongi, my mobile battery is also low. Jimin, you are using your phone in garden. Yoongi, oh, you notice little things, huh? Jimin, huh? No, it's just please, Mr. Min, don't change the topic. Yoongi, I am not. You see by yourself, he said, and Jimin make a big pout. Yoongi, now what we do? Yoongi, wait, he said, and Jimin sit on the table. Jimin, no one come to pick me also. How I stay here? He is thinking this with the pouch and Yoongi is visits to him with this. Yoongi, are you hungry? Jimin, no. Yoongi, I am asking him like this if he is hungry I order something for him. He think and sign. Both are silent. They don't know what they said. Now, Jimin see the window. He went toward the window. Yoongi, hey, what are you doing, huh? You are thinking to from here. No, Jimin, don't do this. I will without you. We are at 8th floor. He is saying without any break. Jimin, sir, please. I am just try. I see watchman is here or not. Yoongi, oh, okay. He said, and Jimin looked into another side. He lightly smiled his but Yoongi him to smile. He then tried to open the window. Yoongi stands beside the window and see him. Jimin, it's not opening. Yoongi, the window is locked. Jimin, you try. Yoongi, no. If the I don't want to my hand. He said and about to go. Jimin, please, sir, he said, and he held Yoongi. Yoongi see his hand and then look at him. Jimin hurriedly leaves and Jimin, I'm sorry, please. Yoongi, okay, he said and start to try. He said and start to try, but the window is locked. Yoongi now. Jimin start to look here and there. He then sit on the couch. He see the time on his watch. It's 6 p.m. Yoongi, Jimin. I know you maybe is not Wait, he said, and he on his mobile. Jimin see him. Jimin, your phone is not Yoongi now. He gave him his phone and they see there is no Yoongi. I don't said to you now. If you can do something, you do. Jimin, it's same sir. There is no Yoongi. He gave Yoongi his phone back. Yoongi, you can me. I may you, but I don't know how to. Hope so you understand what I want to say, and here take this. He said his blazer and gave to him Jimin. Why? Yoongi, in night the weather change in order you feel so you can it's help you. Jimin, no no sir, it's okay. Yoongi, here take this. He hmm, hmm, said and placed in front of him and himself sit on the chair. He didn't look at Jimin as he don't want Jimin feeling Jimin see his blazer and she look at Yoongi. Jimin sir, Yoongi look at him. Jimin, I am sometimes with you. I respect you and I understand your situation, but I can't. You, my uncle and auntie never gave me permission. Yoongi, this is your life. It's not your uncle. It's not your uncle and auntie. Not your uncle and auntie. Jimin, I stay with them. I have to listen them. Yoongi, Jimin, it's true. And I want to make you also. This is also true. But I tell you, if being a I don't waste time to being he said and Jimin see him. He don't know what he said here. He stays silent. He know Yoongi him and if he hold Yoongi hand, Yoongi don't on his mobile light and place in front of him. Yoongi, if you feel you sit there with me, I promise you will be. He said and again sit on his place. Jimin started walking in the room. Yoongi is seeing him. Jimin, what I do? How can I stay here? And tomorrow, when I go home, what I said to uncle and auntie. Where I go, they ask me, but they don't bother to me. I know what I do. I start to looking outside the outside the Jimin sit on the chair which is to Yoongi. He see him and smile. Yoongi, Jimin, you imagine your life after. He said and Jimin look at him. Jimin, no. Yoongi, good. You have to do focus. You have to do studies. Focus on studies, he said, and Jimin see him. He then sighed. Yoongi closed his eyes. Jimin, what are you doing? Yoongi tried to sleep. I don't wake up whole night. Jimin, huh? Okay. ना बेटा लेट के वॉइस ओवर वाला सीन ही कोई नहीं okay, so it's finish on 9 10 11 10 11 12 huh and try to sleep. Jimin look here and there he is feeling. Jimin, Yoongi sir, please don't sleep, he said, and Yoongi his eyes. Open his eyes. Yoongi, why? What you do? Still there is some hours left to be morning. Jimin, but sir, see the room is, he said, and they heard the Jimin become more to his touch. Yoongi, hey, don't see. I am here. Jimin, I am, he said, and Yoongi started to calm him. Yoongi, sleep now. I am with you, he said, and Jimin didn't know when he fell in sleep. In Yoongi don't know what he do. If he move, he wake up, and this is what he don't want. So he closes his eyes and answer silently. He is prepared for every situation. Next day, Jimin opened his eyes as he heard so many voices. He see the students are talking. He sits there hurriedly. Hmm. He sit there hurriedly. Okay. Study. Jimin Yoongi also wake up. He see everyone. Jimin didn't know what he said. Jimin, it's not like that. Here's someone. He said, and principal also come. Principal, what is happening here? Jack, nothing, sir. Jimin is Yoongi. Jack, your Jimin eyes turn. He is for this. He looking down. Principal, what is this, Mr. Min? What is this, Mr. Min Yoongi, sir? I am here to take some files. Jimin come to ask me something, and someone him in the room. The person no, I am also in the room. He do the principal. You have any? Yoongi, of course, sir. You can check the principal nodded. Principal, still, we have to Jimin. As he is here. Yoongi, why you do, huh? And where he said, and Jimin see him. Principal, what? Really? Yoongi, yes, and as we know, the does not mean I stay silent. He's he's with he said, and everyone silent. Yoongi, and you now see what I do. He whispered, and Jack become. He whispered, and Jack become. Yoongi look at Jimin, who is staring him. वो पूरे कमरे सो गए अजान ना कर staring with his हाँ ना वो ते सारे सो गए सिंधी सुते वही today. Principal, will talk about this later, he said. Then Yoongi go. Principal, now everyone go in your classes. Hurry up. Jack. Yoongi and Jimin come in the car. Yoongi-san. Yoongi, give me your house address. I drop you. Jimin, it's okay. I go, sir. You said this. Now, if principal sir said you the job, Yoongi, I do. It's not for me. When they don't, their teachers and students, what you think, huh? I do job here. No, Jimin still, sir. Yoongi, Yoongi, call me Yoongi. He said, then Jimin is silent. Yoongi, tell me your home address. Jimin, my uncle aunt want me to come. Yoongi, why? He asked, being shocked. Jimin looking down. Jimin, they think I with Yoongi. He sighed and he closed his eyes. Yoongi, now I understand why you are not angry. You are right on your place, he said, and Jimin stays silent. Yoongi, okay, then I have only one way. Jimin watched. Yoongi didn't say anything, and he started to drive the car. Yoongi, take Jimin home. Jimin see the mansion. He is shocked. Jimin, sir. Yoongi, Jimin, I'm not a professor. I am just doing job there because of you. I'm 10 years old from when I start to do all this, he said, and Jimin see him. Yoongi, I see you 2 hours ago when I was on the. You hold 2 years ago. You hold the flowers and going are you for 2 years. And then I become professor and come in your university to do a job. And I do, but you don't say anything. You don't give any response. And now I think it's the real time to tell you everything. Jimin Yoongi, how can you do this? Huh? You are Yoongi, I am not. Jimin, so what's the difference? It's same. Yoongi, watch from my point of view. It's not same. Jimin, no, I don't stay here. I want to go. I want to go. He said, Chance, Yoongi, you don't go anywhere. You don't go anywhere. He said, and the old lady come. Yoongi, take him in the room and give him something to eat. I come after some time, he said, and go. Jimin, no, I want to go. Old lady come in the room, son. She said, and Jimin don't know what to do. Yoongi, okay. Jimin sit on the bed. We we don't eat anything. The old lady he don't eat anything. The old lady said to him many times, but he is at Yoongi. He is not feeling from him as he passed, and Yoongi don't even look at him, but he don't know why he is at him. The door open. It's almost night time. Yoongi come. Jimin didn't look at him. He is looking outside from the room. Yoongi come with the dinner. He plays in front of Jimin and said, Yoongi, so I know Jimin is at me and also thinking why he is at me. He said, and Jimin looked at him with his widened eyes. Jimin looked at him with his widened eyes. Oh my god, even. Um, hmm. With his widened eyes. Jimin didn't say anything. Yoongi, I know you, Jimin. Jimin didn't say anything. Yoongi, I don't want to be Jimin. My dad gave to my mother. Hmm. Any place to stay in the market, and there I find them. They said they give me place to stay. I have to do something, and I do. This is why I am here. Otherwise, who want to? Who want to? उधर हो थोड़ा यार. Who want to? How, Jimin? There is no way to come back. My brother and my mom isn't from that day. She's on the. He said, and Jimin can feel in his voice. Jimin, huh? Yoongi look at him. Yoongi, I am not that much as you are thinking, Jimin. Just the make me like this, he said. And Jimin speaks something, his eyes widen. When he see Yoongi, Jimin, Yoongi, your is Yoongi. Oh no, it starts again, he said, and he stand up. Jimin also stand up to see him. Jimin, I call Yoongi, no need. यार ईमान सही वाली नींद आ रही 20 मिनट स्टिल स्टिल 20 मिनट है यार मैं लाइट बंद कर देती हूँ बस काफ़ी है कुछ नहीं होता आई टेक केयर ऑफ दिस यू you do dinner Jimin how you take care of this sit he said and Yoongi sit on the bed Jimin wait he see the box and take the Hmm. Jimin come out from the house. All ladies said him, "Get ready." He know why she is saying this. He get ready and come. He is looking so simple, and then driver come and said him, "Come with him." Jimin is confused, but he go. Hmm. And now, come here. He is shocked. No one is here except he don't know how to react. Yoongi come and hold his hand. Jimin turn and see him. Jimin Yoongi, this Yoongi Park Jimin. Would you like to be? He said, and Jimin nodded. Yoongi stand up. He slide the ring in his finger, and Jimin, he's Yoongi. Hey, what happened? Jimin, I am so happy. Yoongi, huh? Really? Yumi, Jimin nodded. Yoongi, oh, really? And you, Jimin, yeah, I am not saying anything because of my uncle and auntie. Yoongi, leave them. So can we get? Hmm. And the next is इसका हाँ ठीक है 25 पर होगा. Jimin, he said, and Jimin eyes widen. He looking down. Yoongi chuckle, and they go stand in front of each other. Father, Min Yoongi, did you accept Park Jimin? Yoongi, I do. Park Jimin, did you accept Min Yoongi? I do. He said, Jan. Yoongi, welcome Min Jimin. He said, Jan. Jimin smiled. Yoongi on his forehead. They also look at the sky. Both are so happy. Hmm. Yoongi enter in. Yoongi enter in the room. He sees Jimin sit on the bed, and his eyes is closed. Some days pass. Everything is going well. Even they have a. Also, Yoongi went to him. Yoongi went to him and sit in front of him. Open his eyes. He sees Yoongi and places his head on his shoulder. Yoongi, what happened, Jimin? Yoongi asks you. He said, and Yoongi chuckled. Yoongi, huh? Really? Why, Jimin? What why means why, huh? You come home early. Now you know you have. Jimin, Yoongi make a face. Yoongi, I don't know, but now I will come, I promise. He said, and him. He make him. Jimin is playing with his Yoongi saw what you did whole day. Jimin, nothing. I just start my exam preparations. He said and look up. Hmm. Sonani. Hmm. Okay, so still there's 20 minutes are left only. There's no words of sleep here. Him, Yoongi, how much you are, Jimin? I am not that much. But you always said this. Yoongi, see from my eyes. He said, "Tant Masha." अब ये भैया पूरा वॉइस ओवर नहीं आना ना. मुझे इतनी अब यहाँ नींद आनी है ना जिसका कोई हिसाब नहीं. यार हद हो गई है. Yoongi suddenly. Yoongi see him with confused way. Yoongi, Jimin, what happened? He said something. Jimin went in the Yoongi become and she go behind him. 25 तक ऐसे नॉन स्टॉप बोलते रहो. एंड देन 15 मिनट्स वॉइस ओवर लेफ्ट. होप सो कि जल्दी हो जाए. ओके, सो आई हैव टू काउंट द पिक्चर्स और व्हाट आई डू. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Nearly 7 pictures are left. Still no, there is maybe 6. Wait a minute. No, it's 4. Wait. Yeah, now it's 3. You can have what I'm saying. I myself don't know what I am saying, so it's good if I focus on voiceover. Hmm. Come, him. Congratulations, Mr. Min. You are going to be his certain. Yoongi is shocked. Yoongi, really? Yes, hope so. You take care of him. He is okay. He wake up in some times. He said and go. Yoongi see Jimin. He sit in front of him. He is sleeping. He is so happy. Yoongi me and I am so happy. I am feeling like now I also have a. He think and Jimin open his eyes. Jimin Yoongi. He call him. Yoongi look at him and on his forehead. Yoongi, you okay? Jimin nodded. Jimin, I don't know what happened with me. Yoongi Mini, we are going to be. He said, and Jimin is shocked. You don't know what he said and hear what he is saying. Jimin, what? Yoongi nodded, and Yoongi, I'm so happy. He said, and Jimin smiled. Jimin smiled. Yoongi, really? Jimin, really? Yoongi, I am going to be Yoongi back, and she nodded. Jimin is so happy. Okay. Wake up. Is so happy he don't know what he do. Jimin, I am so happy. Both are so okay. One is doing the driving and the other one sit there with a big pouch. He now leave this huh? Why leave her? It's just a ice cream and I ask you and as such I ask you and give you. Okay, think and go. It's finished on 29. Jimin, what? How can the story finish here? What about and Yoongi? How it's happened? And what happened with me? He said and he stays silent. Jimin, it's really me. He is me. I am really Minnie. He said and looked at Yoongi, who is sleeping. He went to him and sit in front of him. Jimin, this is why I am feeling like I see the house. It's me. This is Yoongi mansion, not Hobby Hyung. He is thinking, and she placed his hand on his cheeks. Jimin Yoongi, he mumbled and don't know what he do. He opened the drawer. He opened the drawer and see his hand. Yoongi picture. Jimin, how much time passed? I don't know. I am that much. I don't even. And here look at him. He still. He think and feeling. Jimin, what happened? After that, you have to know and tell me what day. Wait, Jay is my best friend. He must be know everything about me. He think and he stand up. He message him, where are you? At home? I am coming. He places phone on the bag. So this is the third last scene. Yeah, this is the third last scene. Jimin come home. Okay. Jimin come home. He see Jay. Jay, you come that much early? I thought you come in night. Jimin, who's Yoongi? He said, and Jay is shocked. Jimin see his expression. It's mean he know everything. Jimin, I ask you something, Jay. Who is Yoongi? I don't have any. I have uncle and auntie, whom you make my fancy such and Jay is silent. Jimin, why you are not saying anything? Jay, Jimin tell you. Jungkook tell you everything. Jimin no. This is not the question who tell me. This is the question why you all this from me. And what is all this? Stay here. I tell you everything. He said and Jimin sit on the couch. They also sit on the couch. Hmm. They also sit on the couch. I just changed my position. Well, only 9 months voiceover are left, 8 minutes voiceover are left. After that, your unit stays still. Hmm. Each one. You're Jimin, and it's good in some way as he said, and Jimin closed his eyes, stay silent. After that, he said, if we try to tell you something you had, and you will. That's why I take you here from everyone and said you have, etc. My attention is not Jimin. I am your best friend. I think about you. Jungkook come. I know. Now the once again stand in front of us, but that much early. I don't know. Jimin, you don't know Yoongi. He's, I am not in. Jimin, you are my best friend. I think about you. Jimin, I know, but Yoongi, I want everything fine, Jay. You are okay? I mean, you don't have any kind of or something else you can go. I said Jungkook, he doesn't said anything. Hmm, you are okay? And I don't want you something, Jay. Um, Jimin, thank you so much. You did a lot for me. How much time passed? I get it 3 years. Jimin, 3 years. His son. Jimin, I am going to Yoongi. He said gently. Nodded. I am with you until you are okay. He said and Jimin him to start to do his work. Hmm. Can see. Huh. Jimin come home. He see Yoongi sit on the bed. Jimin went to him and him without asking anything. Yoongi can feel the same and the same. Everything is same. He come him. Jimin close his eyes now. He don't him from whenever the situation. Yoongi, Jimin, I am at today once again. He said, and Yoongi begged Jimin see him. Yoongi, you remember everything? He said, and Jimin showed him the diary. Yoongi, I'm sorry, Jimin, that was my. I don't drive. Yoongi, shh, stay silent. It's not time for this. You have to take the of our. He said with Yoongi, I will. You don't. You are with me. Tell me. Jimin always, he said, and Jimin again, Yoongi, I am so happy. I am so happy, Jimin. We are stayed together. We become like before. Jimin nodded and he go to sit and he go. He can see his happiness. कहाँ गया वो happiness Yoongi, only I know how much I miss Jimin. I promise with you, Yoongi. Now we together and together, he said, and Yoongi nodded. Jimin his face and but the door knocked. The Jimin looking down, Yoongi see him. He smiled. After 2 years, he is smiling. He on his forehead and stand up Yoongi. I see, he said, and Jimin nodded. He sit there. Okay, so Jimin is in. Is he always want the door open? Jungkook come, he see Yoongi check Hyung. How are you, Yoongi? What you think how I am? Hmm. Okay, so let's finish. ओके सो आई सी कि वो टेक्स्ट कहाँ पे ख़त्म होता है। मैं कहती हूँ कि अच्छा आगे भी 10 सेकेंड चला जाता है, मीन्स के मोस्टली 5 ही जाता है, ज़्यादा नहीं जाता। सो सम लेफ्ट and it's finished on 7:30. Okay, so this is the third last text. Yeah, third last text. Hmm. Okay, so your uni is really feeling sleepy, so sleepy, and this is the second last scene and the second last text. I am Jungkook. I am happy for you. Yoongi is smiling. Hobby also come hobby. This is my best decision to Jimin. They also come Jimin go and Jay, how are you? Yoongi fine Jay. Jams up, but Young as a best friend, I think about Jimin. Jimin make a pouch and Yoongi, I am so happy Jimin. I am so happy Jimin have that much good best friend, and now I want Jungkook have a. He said in whole day and Jungkook can't. Jimin become happy to what? JK don't have an problem. Okay then I also. He said and Jimin him. Yoongi, Jimin, Jimin. He said and so finally the so maybe the okay. So that was the third last text and the second last scene. This is the last scene and the second last text. Transcript. Jimin is walking in the hallway. Old lady. Jimin son, you sit here. He come. Jimin he said he come home early. He don't come. See the time. It's 8. Old lady. Maybe he gets some work. He joined his office after a long time. Jimin he meet me also after a long time, huh? He said, and Yoongi come. He stand behind Jim. He signed the maid. She stays silent. Already it's okay, son. Jimin no. And you know what? When he come, he start to bring. So I him, but I don't. You see, huh? He always do this. Always he's saying, and she is looking down and making without saying anything. She go leave and Jimin sign and Jichan Jimin Yoongi. You are here, Yoongi. You are saying something, Jimin. Huh? No, I am not. So finally, final last text and your uni is also on the edge of sleep. I said the otherwise, you know me. Yoongi, yes, I know. He said, and Jimin smiled. Jimin also smiled and then make a pout. Jimin, you said you come early. Now see the time and is waiting. Yoongi, oh really? I'm sorry. He said, and Jimin smiled. Yoongi, it's okay. Yoongi, so it's my and can we go? Jimin nodded and his hand Yoongi chuckled and they are so happy. And sometimes okay, so voiceover is about to finish, so you all can read by yourself. Your uni is really sleepy. Hope so you all like. If you like, then subscribe and tell me in comments. Bye bye, take care of yourself. Sange, see you soon. Bye.